Here we go. How we doing? Right after the game, we just saw it. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Ravori Sports Podcast. Instant reaction to what we just saw: the Ravens' victory over the Dolphins at the Rock, as it's affectionately called, 28-6. We'll go over that here. Happy to go ahead and get that squared away for you. Ravens down 3-5. Genesis Notary Services here in Genesis Facebook. Genesis Notary Services in Winchester, Virginia. If you know, you know. Definitely check us out. Thank all of you in Winchester for giving us a call. Had a notary appointment today. Very nice gentleman called. They're beginning calls about the notary business. Been going to meeting people at Waffle Houses and all this other fun stuff. So we appreciate it. Thank you. We're here. We're here every day, so definitely give us a call here. Text the numbers on our Facebook page, definitely on Google. The hours are there, but very flexible with that. So we're here regardless of the hours. We'll be more than happy to go ahead and square you away with that. Genesis Notary Services. See, Charles Harris, we are a legal shield. If you are looking for some legal assistance at a decent price, definitely legal assistance is very expensive. I'm learning that as a business owner. Having Legal Shield available to you and they've helped a lot. So definitely for those of you out there that think it's too expensive, trust me, you're going to be saving a lot of money with legal. Just the phone call, just the legal, it's so invaluable. As well at a good price as well. And RavoriSports.company.site, that is our flagship as well. So definitely check it out. It's going to be getting a new look soon. You're going to like the new look as well. Definitely check out our links on Fanatics. NFL Shop, we had a link on tonight during the game. So hopefully you guys can still check that out on our Twitter page and all of our social media page and get some gear from NFL Shop, Fanatics, sports memorabilia as well. All right. So while you're really here, the Ravens tonight, 28-6 over Miami. That looked like what we had been expecting when the season kicked off. That looked like what everybody was expecting. So as much as we said, okay, it doesn't matter, it's not over, we're going to make a run, we're going to do this, you saw it live in real time tonight, 28-6. This one really was never in doubt. Ravens had a bad first series, somewhat to be expected because Lamar really hadn't played in so long. He hasn't really practiced. I mean, usually a practice of the week of a Thursday game is more of a walkthrough. They really don't hit, etc. So it's been a while since he really practiced. So he looked good in spite of circumstances. So first block, Lamar Jackson is back. Lamar Jackson is back. Lamar Jackson is back. The offense came back. They scored a lot tonight. They right off the bat, it just looked like Lamar just carving up the defense. Really didn't try and run. It looks like first game back with the hamstring injury. They looked like they were protected a little. He didn't need it. He totally carved up the defense. 4 touchdown passes, so he looked good. Really looked really solid after the first series all night. Finally got Mark Andrews going. I called out Isaiah Likely. Where was he? Finally got Isaiah Likely going. Both of those guys look really good. Tight ends, saw a lot of big personnel. So a lot of old school Ravens offense. So Devontae Walker didn't play in this game. They deactivated him. Not a lot of DeAndre Hopkins tonight. Saw a lot of Charlie Kolar. Saw a lot of Pat Ricard. The goal was to be physical up front in general, and it worked. So definitely that works out well for the Ravens. This is a totally different defense from what we saw, and I thought they might fix it once guys got healthy as well. Totally different defense from the beginning of the year. Kyle Hamilton was basically playing linebacker tonight. Fantastic. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Cal Hamilton playing. This is where he's most effective, playing linebacker at the line of scrimmage, playing corner, playing safety, not making the calls, using his athletic ability to go ahead and move around and do different things as well. What value you're getting from a Kyle Hamilton when he's actually moving around. It's got the size, the ability to play corner, has the physicality to play linebacker, can play safety, obviously one of the best safeties in the league. So great stuff from Kyle Hamilton tonight as well. Curley playing off his versatility, boosted the pass rush as best he could. Mike Green with his second sack. So even though it was not the most impressive sack, the guy just Tua went down late in the game. But again, I tell you what, the injury that Roquan Smith had, he was like a whole different player all over the field. Double-digit sacks towards the line of scrimmage. This is the guy that looks like. So Roquan is officially back 2 straight weeks where Roquan was terrific. Really, really doing well in the run game, in the pass game, all over the field, taking command as well. Buchanan's looking good too. Teddy Buchanan next to him is looking good too. So the linebacking core was very strong. Again, Zay Flowers is impressing me more and more. That almost seems a little silly to some of y'all. Like, well, Zay Flowers has been really good. Well, he's been really good, but you can see the maturation in a young player, how he gets better, becoming one of the better receivers in the NFL. Not just the 9 routes, which is the deep ball, which is the over top, obviously, because he's got that great speed. He can catch the deep pass. But in the short areas, knowing where the sticks are, knowing where the sideline is, knowing where those little things he's doing as well, making guys miss not just in the open field, but in the crowded area, reading the zones. I see him doing all these things as well. So he is really just becoming a top 10 receiver. Certainly made the Pro Bowl last year. Hey, look, we waited 20-some years for a Pro Bowler, and Zay Flowers is not letting up, really driving the engine. I think this guy's a number 1 receiver, not just on the Ravens, but on most teams in the league, I think, as well. Maybe not Minnesota or Cincinnati, where but certainly getting into that top 10 status as well. So the maturation of Zay Flowers as well, certainly with Lamar Jackson obviously helping that. But he looked good even with Huntley, making defenders miss, open space in the traffic. His hands are really good too. Even though he had the fumbles where he gets hit out, where the ball got knocked out, his hands are really, really good in all situations as well. Got some toughness to him as well. Not really a big guy, but I don't really worry about like him compared to like a Xavier Worthy because he's small, because he's fairly short. I mean, certainly for an NFL receiver, under 6 feet, but he's got that physicality. He can hit, take hits, etc. So shout out to Zay Flowers. Really noticed that how much better he's getting. Jair Alexander. They spent $6 million to get him in the offseason. So they really wanted to get a Jair Alexander. Started for the Packers for so many years. This is 3 straight weeks he's been a healthy scratch. Interesting how this isn't even talked about. I mean, I talked about it on the podcast. I don't think I ever heard it anywhere else as well. But he has not been playing. Part of the reason he hasn't been playing, I think, is because they've just decided to move Kyle Hamilton and play a Holy Gilman, having him take charge. He was making calls on the back end as well, using his so he's been really strong. I think he's kind of what they've decided to do is play Gilman and Starks kind of at safety, use Hamilton kind of as a Swiss Army knife, and then this leaves less time for Jair Alexander as well. And a lot of times tonight, I only saw Wiggins and Humphrey out there as well. This would be interesting to see how this goes down the stretch. This guy is not known to have a lot of patience as well. First week or so, he was just kind of coming back from an injury, but now, like you really have to look at it as well. Pass rush is still an area of concern. Mike Green did get a sack tonight. They did a little better, but you might want to call Calais Campbell or somebody, or Quentin Williams or somebody. Interesting to see. You got the deadline here good way for the Ravens too to get the deadline, because now you've had a Thursday game, so you're going to be off all week. So you can maybe have a chance to make some calls during the week. Well, we'll see. Kevin Zeitler and Calais would be good additions here as well. Impressive win over the Dolphins, showcasing dominance on both sides of the ball. Derrick Henry with 100 yards, over 100 yards rushing. Outstanding night for him. Derrick Henry's getting back. I could tell his confidence is building back a little bit, believe it or not, because he had those fumbles. They lost. It cost them a couple games, or contributed to them losing games. So, but Derrick Henry looked great tonight. I thought as well. Teams now are trying to take him away, and Lamar's just shredding them. That's could be the goal. Lamar more in the pocket, less RPO. I saw more drive blocking in this game. So this was never in doubt at ever. 28-6, Ravens over the Dolphins. Real quick on the Dolphins. Look, I don't know if Mike McDaniel has a job tomorrow. Like, for those of you watching this video early on Monday morning, they might have already fired Mike McDaniel. The Dolphins actually have Achane on offense. They have a good receiver, Waddle, but they can score a little bit. I kind of see potential in them. I don't see the Jets, Saints, whatever when I see the Dolphins, but I think they have some offense, but they just look rudderless. They don't look like a team with that's ready to do anything. They look really, really like a rudderless ship as well. They're on the clock. I think they're going to make massive changes. I don't know if Mike McDaniel gets fired right after the game but I can't imagine that Stephen Ross, the owner of Dolphins, is going to let this go on much longer as well. But Ravens 3-5, so when you get a Thursday game, it's kind of a mini bye, so they get to watch football games this weekend, watch the Steelers and the Bengals and their division. So getting a little closer, not out of the woods yet. I think you need 2 or 3 more wins. So Vikings is the next week. We're going to be talking about that this week on the Ravori Sports podcast as well. Definitely, we're going to check that out. Orioles free agency, we're going to get to that as well. Terps basketball starting, Terps football may or may not go on after the Hoosiers and Terps on Saturday. So we're going to check that out. But definitely we'll be watching the game as well. So good night. Had to stay up late, watch the Ravens 28-7, 28-6 in Miami as well. I didn't get Amazon Prime. I watched it on Twitch. For those of you who don't know, those of you with Twitch accounts, you can watch the NFL right there on the Twitch. So definitely check us out on all of our social media platforms. Thank you guys for joining us here. You have a great, those of you watching, I see 35 of you there watching like that. If one of you just go ahead and share the video with somebody so we could go ahead and continue to grow. Thank you guys. You have a great rest of your evening.